Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, and this time we're reviewing on Adventures in the DC Universe, issue number 7. Now, like I said, these comics usually follow their own continuity instead of the DC stuff. Now, like I said, only Captain Marvel himself appeared in the DCMA universe. Well, Mary Marvel and Captain Marvel Jr. hadn't, due to right issues and stuff. So the issue starts off how Captain Marvel is rescuing people after falling from a ladder, and they look pretty shocked. And this guy looks amazingly like Matt Groening in some way. And mainly rescues them from Black Adam, where Captain Marvel and Black Adam get into a fight, causing a little bit of untold property damage. And in the same time, Mary Marvel heads into a room and realizes something's happening as she turns the radio and heads out to say Shazam. Now, it would be funny if her powers didn't activate and she fell down. But yeah, that's just me being a bit of a dark comedian. So she turns into her white Marvel outfit. I don't know if she wore red back in the past, so unknown. So meanwhile, at Wiz Radio, they're wondering where Billy is, and he says, "That crazy kid, he's got a reporter's instincts, alright. But one of these days, he's going to get himself killed." So, Black Adam is punching down Shazam, but Dr. Savannah's watching, and has the device which pretty much reverts him back to back to Billy Batson. At the same time, Mary Marvel gets to work, realizing something's happened. And at the same time, Freddy realizes something's going on as well, and goes to turn into Captain Marvel Jr. and heads off. Now, it's also been told about his origin, much like the comics version of how Billy's uncle conned him out of his money, and becoming the Wizard's new champion. Meanwhile, Billy is tied up, where he explains that he has a device that will take away his powers, and he swears that he will only give it back to him if he joins him. Now, meanwhile, Mary Marvel and Black Adam are fighting. Captain Marvel Jr. joins in the fight, but they both get pounded, and pretty much he says, "You better decide soon, as it may kill them," and you know how carried away he gets. But you can save them. I'll call him off. So Billy finds a way to somehow jump from his chair. I mean, wouldn't it be? I mean, I know he's tied up, but what the hell? So after falling, he activates the Shazam control, and pretty much this has Shazam destroying it, saying, "First things first, Doc. A lot of trouble over such a little gimmick." So he takes off and pretty much leaves Dr. Savannah up on a pole for the police to find. And meanwhile, Mary Marvel and Freddy are taking down Black Adam and says, "Is that the best you can do? You might as well surrender now." So they try and throw another rock, but they revert their powers back to Captain Marvel, who takes down Black Adam, knocks him down, and in the end says Shazam, which apparently he might be an ex-convict in this series, because in the original comics he was meant to be some sort of ancient Egyptian years ago. And in the end they're like, "We'd better get going, Mary. If we're late for dinner, Miss Bloomfield will have kittens, and you know how kittens she gets." So, meanwhile, at the National Journalism Conversation, Billy is talking, saying, "In closing, it's an honor to welcome all the figure journalists and professionals. Thank you for coming, and have a great time here in Fawcett City." And it's Lois and Clark who are pretty much watching, and meanwhile, while Billy leaves, and Lois asks that she hears thunder, but there's no rain from the sky. But Superman knows it's clearly Captain Marvel who flies off. And we pretty much leave it right here. So the issue feels pretty good in a way, because it's trying to keep more close into the main DC stuff, and at the same time, this is what could have been had a Shazam TV series been made. In general, I'd give this a good thumbs in the middle. It's not as bad, but still pretty good in its own way. But I would still wanted to see Mr. Mind or other sort of characters. So, Comic Review here, signing out.